Hello, dear students. Welcome to Gyarnav. Today we'll be starting the first chapter of class 11 chemistry. The title of the chapter is Some Basic Concept of Chemistry. Here in this chapter, we will be learning about the basic concept, the beginning of chemistry with which we start. Now, let's begin. The first thing which comes in our mind is what is chemistry? Now, it has different perceptions of different persons, but the most precise one is chemistry is the branch of science which deals with the study of matter, its composition, its properties, the changes which it undergoes in composition as well as in energy during various processes. Also, one scientist, Roald Hoffman, he said that chemistry is the science of molecules and their transformation. He just concluded in this simplistic manner. Now we'll be starting this chapter with the basic terms that are used in chemistry. The first one is what is matter. We all know about this one from our school level that anything that occupies space, possesses mass and can be felt by one or more of our senses, that is known as matter. Means matter includes the air, water, living things, metal, books, everything. Whatever comes to your mind which occupies space, which has a mass, that is known as matter. Some examples are given here. If you want, you can see here, this is a ice, water, vapor, etc. All these things, they comprise the matter. Next one is the classification and properties of this matter. How do we classify them? The classification is done on two bases. The first one is on their nature, means what is their nature, either they are solid, liquid or gases. Means in case of solid, all the constituent particles, they are tightly packed. In case of liquid, they are loosely packed, and in case of gases, they are far apart from each other. The next one is they are classified in this term. They are in this is the macroscopic level or the bulk level. They are classified as mixtures of pure substances, where further mixtures are classified as homogeneous mixtures or heterogeneous mixture, and pure substances are classified as elements and compounds. Now, there are different properties of matter and their measurement. Now, what are the different properties of matter? There are basically two properties of matter, which are physical property and the chemical property. Now, physical properties are those which can be measured or observed, without changing the identity or the composition of the substance, like color, melting point, density, etc. These all come under this property. The next one is the chemical property. Now, in case of chemical property, some chemical changes to be occurred, then only we can measure this, like acidity, basicity, combustibility, etc. Now, here these are the measurement units for matter, means the physical properties, how they can be measured, like length, it is measured in terms of meter, the symbol is m. Mass is measured in kilogram, time is measured in second, electric current is measured in ampere, thermodynamic temperature is measured in Kelvin, amount of substance in mole, and luminous intensity in candela. These are the basic physical properties unit. The next one is mass and weight. What is mass and what is weight? We all know about this from our class 9th 11, as I already said in the starting of the video, that these are the basic concept for chemistry. They are mass and weight, where mass is simply the measure of the amount of matter present in a body, and weight is the measure of the amount of force acting on a mass due to acceleration due to gravity. We all know about mass and weight, that mass is the amount of matter which is contained in a body, and weight is the measure of amount of force which acts on a body due to acceleration. Now, this is the difference between mass and weight, where a column is made and you can see mass is the quantity of matter which is in a body, weight is the force, mass is scalar quantity, weight is a vector quantity. Similarly, many differences are given. Now, in chemistry, there are some basic laws of chemical combination. Now, what are these basic laws of chemical combination? They are classified into 5 basic laws. And what are those 5 basic laws? We'll be studying about them. Means these are the combination laws. Suppose A plus B, and they are combining and becoming AB. Now, what are those 5 basic laws? We will be looking into them one by one. The first one is law of conservation of mass. Now, law of conservation of mass states that Matter can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction, only it can be transformed from one form to another. One example is given here, like sulfur plus iron. Sulfur, the atomic weight is 32, iron is 56. These two are combining, so we'll get 88 gram of product. Means neither any amount of sulfur is lost nor any amount of iron is lost. And this one was given by Antoine Lavoisier. The next one is the law of definite proportions. It states that a given compound will always contain exactly the same proportion of elements by weight. This one was given by Joseph Proust. Now the next one is law of multiple proportion. Here he states that if two elements combine to form one compound, then the mass of one element that combines with a fixed mass of other elements, they are in the ratio of small whole numbers. Like if you consider the example of water, then H2O, one molecule of hydrogen is combining with another oxygen, and the ratio in which they are combining, that is 2 is to 1. This one was given by John Dalton. Next one is the Gay-Lussac's law. He studied that when gases combine or are produced in a chemical reaction, they do so in a simple ratio by volume, where provided that all gases are at the same temperature and pressure. The same thing he observed, just as in the earlier case it was said for the ratio, he observed the same thing for gases. You can see here in this figure it is given, and this one was given by Joseph Louis Gay-Lussac. Now the next one and the most important one is the Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law states that equal volume of gases, it will always contain the equal number of molecules at standard temperature and pressure. That is, one molecule of any compound, it will always have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of molecules, means particles. This one was given by Avogadro. Next one is the Dalton's atomic theory. Now, the Dalton's atomic theory, it tells us about that matter consists of individual atoms. All atoms of a given element have identical properties, including their identical mass. Now, compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. So, in this way, he postulated some of the atomic. So, with this, I end this video here. We will be meeting in the next video. In the coming video, we'll be talking about the atomic masses, molecular masses, average atomic mass, and about the mole concept, which is the most important one in chemistry. So with all this basic concept, I end the video here. Thank you.